Hi, everyone. Welcome to January 1st, 2026. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Katie. I am the owner of Scuba Chic Travel. It was, which started out as a way to create trips for family and fellow travelers. And I just realized, in the last week or so coming into 2026 that that name is really changing its meaning because it's actually gonna mean scuba chick traveling, which everyone thought chic stood for chick anyway, but in my mind, scuba chic was supposed to be like fancy scuba travel trips. But yeah, this year it's gonna be more uh it's gonna be more me, scuba girl, scuba chick traveling. So yeah. Welcome. Welcome to my year of no plans. I'm starting 2026 with no job, no relationship, I have no itinerary, and I have no expectations for this year. I just promise this year to share the journey, the adventures. Um, Hopefully there's a few surprises along the way, and yeah, let's just see what happens together. So, as I was creating these videos, like in the past few months, I was just kind of picking subjects that I wanted to talk about, things that I thought people might want to hear about, whether it was travel, whether it was scuba, whether it was kind of the era I'm in right now, because I'm learning a lot about myself and my life and my awesome habits and patterns that I've created over the last 43 years. And yeah, coming into this new year, the past couple weeks, I've just been thinking, what should I do for 2026? Like what do people want to hear about? And I realized like it's less about what people want to hear. I mean, it is what people want to hear about, but it's also like what do I want to say? And I think the biggest thing that keeps coming up for me is that I'm literally going into this year with no plans. I know I keep reiterating that, but it's just, I've never not gone into something without plans. So I've taken the leap of faith several times in my life. I've changed careers, I've changed locations, I've changed relationships. But I always feel like I had a plan, and then I had a backup plan, and then I had a backup plan to all my plans, right? And so this is the first year or first time that I'm like, no, I'm not going to make any plans. And everything is just going to be based on how it feels. Does it feel good to say yes to this new adventure, new place, new opportunity, or does it feel like a no? And really actually listening to those things in my body and making decisions based on that, as opposed to decisions based on, am I scared that I need the money, or scared that I don't know where I'm going to stay the night tonight, or scared that I might not eat today? You know, um, I don't want to make decisions based out of fear anymore. So that's why this year I'm just kind of winging it. We're gonna see what happens. Um, Again, there's no set plan, there's no set itinerary, there's nothing. Um, I don't know why this just came to mind, but I'm like, what could go wrong? But this whole last week, I don't know if you followed any of my approach series, but it was kind of talking about, well, it wasn't kind of, it was talking about approaching life differently, and that's one thing that I'm really trying to do is get out of these patterns of how I would approach new jobs, new experiences, new travel, new life, new places, new people, and stop doing it the way I've always done it. And because Have you ever heard the expression like if you keep doing something the same way and expect different results, you're gonna go crazy? That's not the saying. It's like the definition of insanity is doing things the same way and expecting different results. So this year, I'm doing things very differently and expecting different results. And so hopefully I won't go insane. Here's to hoping. But yeah, I just figure if if for no other reason than to just have kind of a video diary of what happens this year, that's why I'm making these videos, but I would love for you to tag along and hopefully you discover things about yourself. Hopefully you learn new things. Hopefully I can tell some stories that might blow your mind. Who knows? And uh, we're just gonna see where this next year takes me. Um, yeah, I know I keep taking these pauses because I was on a walk earlier and that's something I try to do every day. Not try, I do every day. I take a walk. And I was thinking of all these things to talk about for this first episode. And the thing is I don't want to overwhelm anyone. Again, this is supposed to be just kind of a fun daily check-in. And yeah, I had a ton of memories pop up. So I think, along the way, along this journey, I'll probably share stories from the past because this entering into 2026 with no plans reminds me of when I moved to Jackson, Wyoming. But I had plans then, like I had a job lined up, but I didn't really have a place to live lined up. I thought I did, but that changed drastically. So that first year I didn't really have a place to live, and it taught me how to be resourceful and kind of fly by the seat of my pants. So I have a feeling this year is going to be kind of like that. Like it's going to feel um I almost said insecure, but that's not the right word. It's going to feel a little um scary at times. I'm going to be unsure. Um but I have experience now, living in new places and trying new things and meeting new people. So I think that I have all the tools in my toolbox to wing it, because I'm just gonna figure it out and see what happens. And yeah, one of my videos on my approach series, I talked about not start like people often talk about this time in our lives. Like I said, I'm 43, and so many people I remember growing up and hearing them, you know, people getting divorced, people moving towns, people, um, yeah, losing jobs, getting new jobs, starting careers, starting businesses. And they always uh, talked about this time of life, like their 40s and 50s, as like, oh, I got to start over, I got to start all over. And I keep thinking about it as no, I get to start better because I have so many experiences. And like I said, just that little story about Jackson and not really having a place to live, I got to be very resourceful, and I was also able to make friends and ask for help and you find it in the strangest of places sometimes, right? That help or that resource that you need. And so I'm really excited to start better this year and really see what happens. So I hope that you join me. If you're curious to see how a year with no plans unfolds, follow me for more. I'll be sharing daily stories. Some might be wild adventures, some might be just figuring things out. Um, Either way, let's see where this no plans journey takes us. Thank you for joining. Again, my name's Katie, and I'll see you next time.